do without. Verb, usually transitive, to manage despite the lack of. General. Noun, a general fact or proposition. A generality. Verb, to lead. Soldiers. As a general. Adjective, including or involving every part or member of a given or implied entity. Whole, etc. As opposed to specific or particular. Adverb, in a general or collective manner or sense. In most cases. Upon the whole. Cultures. Noun, the arts, customs, lifestyles, background, and habits that characterize a particular society or nation. Verb, to maintain in an environment suitable for growth, especially a bacteria. Compare cultivate. Eaten. Verb, to ingest, to be ingested. Adjective, especially in combination, that has been consumed by eating. Infamous. Adjective, having a bad reputation. Disreputable, notoriously bad, unpleasant or evil, widely known, especially for something bad. Forgot. Verb, to lose remembrance of. Magazines. Noun, a non-academic periodical publication, generally consisting of sheets of paper folded in half and stapled at the fold. Attract. Verb, to pull toward without touching. Cumulative. Adjective, incorporating all current and previous data up to the present or at the time of measuring or collating. Clouds. Noun, a rock, boulder, a hill. Verb, to become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Fine. Noun, fine champagne, French brandy. Verb, to make finer, purer, or cleaner. To purify or clarify. Adjective, senses referring to subjective quality. Adverb, expression of, typically, reluctant agreement. Already. Adverb, prior to some specified time. Either past, present, or future. By this time. Previously. Deck. Noun, any raised flat surface that can be walked on. A balcony, a porch, a raised patio, a flat rooftop. Verb, to furnish with a deck. As a vessel. Basketball. Noun, a sport in which two opposing teams of 5 players strive to put a ball through a hoop. Get. Noun, offspring. Verb, detransitive, to obtain, to acquire. Lose. Verb, to cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Frequency. Noun, the rate of occurrence of anything, the relationship between incidents and time period. Justice. Noun, the state or characteristic of being just or fair. Delicious. Adjective, pleasing to taste, tasty. Democracy. Noun, rule by the people, especially as a form of government, either directly or through elected representatives. Representative democracy. Getting. Verb, detransitive, to obtain, to acquire. Noun, the act of obtaining or acquiring. Acquisition. Dietary. Noun, a regulated diet. Adjective, of, or relating to diet. Excited. Verb, to stir the emotions of. Adjective, having great enthusiasm. Animal. Noun, in scientific usage, a multicellular organism that is usually mobile, whose cells are not encased in a rigid cell wall, distinguishing it from plants and fungi, and which derives energy solely from the consumption of other organisms, distinguishing it from plants. Closed. Verb, physical, to remove a gap. Adjective, sealed, made inaccessible or impassable, not open. Nervous. Adjective, of sinews and tendons. Elephant. Noun, a mammal of the order Proboscidea, having a trunk and 2 large ivory tusks jutting from the upper jaw. Noun, a large size of paper, measuring 23 by 28 inches, or sometimes 22 by 30, or double elephant paper, 26 by 40 inches. Kindness. Noun, the state of being kind. Hash. Noun. Food, especially meat and potatoes, chopped and mixed together. Verb. To chop into small pieces. To make into a hash. Ears. Noun. The organ of hearing, consisting of the pinna, auditory canal, eardrum, malleus, incus, stapes and cochlea. Verb. To take in with the ears. To hear. Noun. The fruiting body of a grain plant. Verb. To put forth ears in growing. To form ears. As grain does. Verb. To plow. Carefully. Adverb. Sorrowfully. Behavior. Noun. Human conduct relative to social norms. Absence. Noun. A state of being away or withdrawn from a place or from companionship. The period of being away. Laugh. Noun. An expression of mirth particular to the human species. The sound heard in laughing. Laughter. Verb. To show mirth, satisfaction, or derision, by peculiar movement of the muscles of the face, particularly of the mouth, causing a lighting up of the face and eyes, and usually accompanied by the emission of explosive or chuckling sounds from the chest and throat. To indulge in laughter. No. Noun. A negating expression. An answer that shows disagreement or disapproval. Adverb. Now only used with different. With comparatives more and less. And informally with certain other adjectives such as good and fun. Not. Not at all. Preposition. Without. Areas. Noun. A measure of the extent of a surface. It is measured in square units. Desk. Noun. A table. Frame. Or case. In past centuries usually with a sloping top but now usually with a flat top. For the use of writers and readers. It often has a drawer or repository underneath. Verb. To shut up. As in a desk. To treasure. 18. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 17 and before 19. Represented in Roman numerals as 18 and in Arabic numerals as 18. Needs. Adverb. Of necessity. Necessarily. Indispensably. Used with an auxiliary verb. Often must. And equivalent to of need. Couple. Noun. Two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb. To join. Two things. Together. Or. One thing. To. Another. Adjective. To or. A. Small number of. Interest. Noun. The price paid for obtaining. Or price received for providing. Money or goods in a credit transaction. Calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb. To engage the attention of. To awaken interest in. To excite emotion or passion in. In behalf of a person or thing. Found. Verb. To encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Noun. Food and lodging. Board. Couriers. Noun. A person who looks after and guides tourists. Verb. To deliver by courier. Leg. Noun. A limb or appendage that an animal uses for support or locomotion. Verb. To remove the legs from an animal carcass. Monument. Noun. A structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons. Or as a memorial. A commemoration. Verb. To mark or memorialize with a monument. Mechanic. Noun. A manual worker. A laborer or artisan. Adjective. Mechanical. Relating to the laws of motion in the art of constructing things. Allowance. Noun. Permission. Granting. Conceding. Or admitting. Verb. To put upon a fixed allowance. Especially of provisions and drink. Businesses. Noun. A specific commercial enterprise or establishment. Mostly. Adverb. Mainly or chiefly. For the most part. Usually. Generally. On the whole. Bodied. Adjective. In combination. Having a specified form of body. Verb. To give body or shape to something. Highest. Adjective. Very elevated. Extending or being far above a base. Tall. Lofty. Adverb. In or to an elevated position. Corrections. Noun, the act of correcting. Alternative. Noun, a situation which allows a mutually exclusive choice between two or more possibilities. A choice between two or more possibilities. Adjective, relating to a choice between two or more possibilities. Dispute. Noun, an argument or disagreement, a failure to agree. Verb, to contend in argument, to argue against something maintained, upheld, or claimed by another. Disadvantages. Noun, a weakness or undesirable characteristic, a con. Verb, to place at a disadvantage. Civil. Adjective, having to do with people in government office as opposed to the military or religion. Guest. Verb, to reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Libraries. Noun, an institution which holds books and or other forms of media for use by the public or qualified people, often lending them out, as well as providing various other services for its users. Each. Noun, operations, an individual item, the least quantitative unit in a grouping. Adverb, for one, a piece. Per. Pronoun, everyone, everything. Expansion. Noun, the act or process of expanding. Disgusts. Verb, to cause an intense dislike for something. Alignments. Noun, an arrangement of items in a line. Council. Noun, a committee that leads or governs, e.g. city council, student council. Buyers. Noun, a person who makes one or more purchases. Decrypts. Noun, a decoded communication. Verb, to convert, an encrypted or coded message, back into plain text. Noun, north. Accounts. Noun, a registry of pecuniary transactions. A written or printed statement of business dealings or debts and credits. And also of other things subjected to a reckoning or review. Verb, to provide explanation. Current. Noun, the generally unidirectional movement of a gas or fluid. Adjective, existing or occurring at the moment. Expiry. Noun, a date by which an object either should not be used or loses its value, depending upon the item. Noun, end. Termination. Expiration. Galaxy. Noun, the Milky Way, the apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Interested. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective, having or showing interest. Keeping. Verb, to continue in, a course or mode of action. Not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Noun, conformity or harmony. Affairs. Noun, often in the plural, something which is done or is to be done. Business of any kind, commercial, professional, or public. Leads. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished. Both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82, symbol Pb, from Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Noun, the act of leading or conducting. Guidance. Direction. Course. Verb, heading, to guide or conduct. Boxes. Noun, senses relating to a three-dimensional object or space. Verb, to place inside a box. To pack in one or more boxes. Noun, any of various evergreen shrubs or trees of the genus Buxus, especially the common box, European box, or boxwood, Buxus sempervirens, which is often used for making hedges and topiary. Noun, a blow with the fist. Verb, to strike with the fists. To punch. Noun, a Mediterranean food fish of the genus Boops, which is a variety of sea bream. A bogue or oxeye. Celebrating. Verb, to extol or honor in a solemn manner. Noun, celebration. Consultant. Noun, a person or party that is consulted. Modifier. Noun, one who, or that which, modifies. Luggage. Noun, the bags and other containers that hold a traveler's belongings. Amplifier. Noun, anything that amplifies, or makes something larger or more intense. Garbage man. Noun, someone, usually male, whose job it is to collect refuse from people's homes and take it to be processed. Configure. Verb, to set up or arrange something in such a way that it is ready for operation for a particular purpose, or to someone's particular liking. New. Verb, to perceive the truth or factuality of, to be certain of or that. Nights. Adverb, at night. Instruments. Noun, a device used to produce music. Verb, to apply measuring devices. Civilization. Noun, an organized culture encompassing many communities, often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Proper noun. Collectively, those people of the world considered to have a high standard of behavior and, or a high level of development. Commonly subjectively used by people of one society to exclusively refer to their society, or their elite subgroup, or a few associated societies, implying all others, in time or geography or status, as something less than civilized, as savages or barbarians. Cf. Refinement. Elitism. Civilized society. The civilized world. Discussion. Noun, conversation or debate concerning a particular topic. Fight. Verb, to contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Lecture. Noun, a spoken lesson or exposition, usually delivered to a group. Verb, to teach somebody, by giving a speech on a given topic. Generality. Noun, the quality of being general. Drought. Noun, a period of unusually low rainfall, longer and more severe than a dry spell. Initial. Noun, the first letter of a word or a name. Verb, to sign one's initial, S, as an abbreviated signature. Adjective, chronologically first, early, of or pertaining to the beginning. Cause or origin. Cheese. Noun, a dairy product made from curdled or cultured milk. Verb, to prepare curds for making cheese. Interjection. Said while being photographed, to give the impression of smiling. Check. Noun, a situation in which the king is directly threatened by an opposing piece. Clearance. Noun, the act of clearing or something, such as a space, cleared. Breast. Noun, either of the two organs on the front of a female human's chest, which contain the mammary glands. Also the analogous organs in males. Verb, to push against with the breast. To meet full on. Oppose. Face. Margin. Noun, the edge of the paper. Typically left blank when printing but sometimes used for annotations, etc. Verb, to add a margin to. Admit. Verb, to allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. Lighting. Verb, to start a fire. Verb, to unload a ship, or to jettison material to make it lighter. Verb, to find by chance. Noun, the equipment used to provide illumination. The illumination so provided. Assess. Verb, to determine, estimate or judge the value of. To evaluate. Games. Noun, a playful or competitive activity. Verb, to gamble. Cousin. Noun, the child of a person's uncle or aunt. A first cousin. Magazine. Noun, a non-academic periodical publication, generally consisting of sheets of paper folded in half and stapled at the fold. Extend. Verb, to increase in extent. Nothing. Noun, something trifling. or of no consequence or importance. Adverb, not at all, in no way. Pronoun, not anything, no thing. Capitals. Noun, already produced durable goods available for use as a factor of production, such as steam shovels, equipment, and office buildings. Structures. Greatly. Adverb, to a great extent or degree. Bidding. Verb, to issue a command. To tell. Verb, to make an offer to pay or accept a certain price. Noun, that which one is bidden to do. A command. Dimensions. Noun, a single aspect of a given thing. Verb, to mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Cockerel. Noun, a young male chicken. Addressing. Verb, to prepare oneself. Noun, a process of putting a person's name and address on an item of mail. Fried. Adjective, cook by frying. Verb, a method of cooking food. Longitude. Noun, angular distance measured west or east of the prime meridian. Celebrated. Verb, to extol or honor in a solemn manner. Adjective, famous or widely praised. Caller. Noun, the person who makes a telephone call. Attractions. Noun, the tendency to attract. News. Noun, new information of interest. Verb, to report, to make known. Carrier. Noun, a person or object that carries someone or something else. Connotations. Noun, a meaning of a word or phrase that is suggested or implied, as opposed to a denotation, or literal meaning, a characteristic of words or phrases, or of the contexts that words and phrases are used in. Apologizes. Verb, often followed by for. To make an apology or excuse. To acknowledge some fault or offense, with expression of regret for it, by way of amends. Holy. Noun, a thing that is extremely holy. Used almost exclusively in Holy of Holies. Adjective, dedicated to a religious purpose or a god. Evolution. Noun, a change of position. Commercial. Noun, an advertisement in a common media format, usually radio or television. Adjective, of or pertaining to commerce. Anxious. Adjective, nervous and worried. Congratulations. Noun, the act of congratulating. Interjection, expressing praise and approval, expressing approbation. By. Noun, a flying insect, of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea, known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them, for collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Noun, a contest, especially for spelling. See spelling bee. Noun, a ring or torque, a bracelet. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter B. Noun, usually in the plural, any of the pieces of hard wood bolted to the sides of the bowsprit. To reeve the fore topmast stays through. Adjective, out of the way. Subsidiary. Adverb, along a path which runs past the speaker. Preposition, near or next to. Noun, the position of a person or team in a tournament or competition who draws no opponent in a particular round, so advances to the next round unopposed, or is awarded points for a win in a league table. Also the phantom opponent of such a person or team. Interjection, goodbye. Grant. Noun, the act of granting, a bestowing or conferring. Concession, allowance. Permission. Verb, detransitive, to give permission or wish. Boil. Noun, a localized accumulation of pus in the skin, resulting from infection. Dependent. Noun, one who relies on another for support. Adjective, relying upon, depending upon. Ask. Noun, an act or instance of asking. Verb, to request information, or an answer to a question. Grain. Noun, the harvested seeds of various grass food crops, e.g., wheat, corn, barley. Verb, to feed grain to. Embrace. Noun. An act of putting arms around someone and bringing the person close to the chest. A hug. Verb. To clasp someone or each other in the arms with affection. To take in the arms. To hug. Complicated. Verb. To make complex. To modify so as to make something intricate or difficult. Adjective. Difficult or convoluted. Lead. Noun. A heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished, both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82, symbol Pb, from Latin plumbum, verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Cling. Noun. Fruit, especially peach, whose flesh adheres strongly to the pit. Verb. To hold very tightly, as to not fall off. Massive. Noun. A homogeneous mass of rock, not layered and without an obvious crystal structure. Adjective. Very large in size or extent. Lonely. Adjective. Unhappy because of feeling isolated from contact with other people. Broadcasting. Verb. To transmit a message or signal through radio waves or electronic means. Noun. The business or profession of radio and television. Adjective. Sending in all directions. Brackets. Noun. A fixture attached to a wall to hold up a shelf. Verb. To support by means of mechanical brackets. Do away with. Verb. To abolish. To put an end to eliminate. Carbon. Noun. The chemical element. Symbol C. With an atomic number of 6. It can be found in pure form, for example, as graphite. A black, shiny and very soft material. Or diamond. A colorless, transparent, crystalline solid and the hardest known material. Verb. To cause someone to receive a carbon copy of an email message. Matchless. Adjective. Having no match, without equal. Batteries. Noun. A device used to power electric devices. Consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Bone. Noun. A composite material consisting largely of calcium phosphate and collagen and making up the skeleton of most vertebrates. Verb. To prepare meat, etc., by removing the bone or bones from. Adjective. Of an off-white color, like the color of bone. But. Noun. An instance or example of using the word but. Verb. Use the word but. Adverb. Merely, only, just. Preposition. Apart from, except, for, excluding. Conjunction. On the contrary, rather. As a regular adversative conjunction. Introducing a word or clause in contrast or contradiction with the preceding negative clause or sentence. Appreciated. Verb. To be grateful or thankful for. Adjective. Recognized as having value. Checks. Noun. A situation in which the king is directly threatened by an opposing piece. Verb. To inspect. To examine. Noun. Usually pluralized. A pattern made up of a grid of squares of alternating colors. A checkered pattern. Verb. To mark with a check pattern. Bandages. Noun. A strip of gauze or similar material used to protect or support a wound or injury. Verb. To apply a bandage to something. Done. Verb. Auxiliary. A syntactic marker. Adjective. Of food. Ready. Fully cooked. Gently. Adverb. In a gentle manner. 19th. Noun. The person or thing in the 19th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 19. J. Noun. A term for a marijuana cigarette, joint. Million. Numeral. Long and short scales. The cardinal number 1,000,000 to 106, 1,000,000. Black. Noun. the color perceived in the absence of light, but also when no light is reflected, but rather absorbed. Verb, to make black, to blacken. Adjective, of an object, absorbing all light and reflecting none. Dark and hueless. Much. Adjective, large, great. Adverb, to a great extent. Pronoun, a large amount or great extent. Cumulative. Adjective, incorporating all current and previous data up to the present or at the time of measuring or collating. Looks. Noun, one's appearance or attractiveness. Blue. Noun, the color of the clear sky or the deep sea, between green and violet in the visible spectrum, and one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light, the color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters, or any color resembling this. Verb, to make or become blue. Adjective, of the color blue. Granddaughter. Noun, the daughter of someone's child. Magnifying. Verb, to praise, glorify, someone or something, especially God. Misunderstandings. Noun, a mistake as to the meaning of something or a specific point of view. Erroneous interpretation or comprehension. Misconception. Inexpensive. Adjective, low in price. Nothing. Noun, something trifling, or of no consequence or importance. Adverb, not at all, in no way. Pronoun, not anything, no thing. Here. Noun, abstract, this place, this location. Adjective, filler after a noun or demonstrative pronoun, solely for emphasis. Adverb, location, in, on, or at this place. Interjection, used semi-assertively to offer something to the listener. Enthusiastic. Adjective, with zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Crashing. Verb, to collide with something destructively. Fall or come down violently. Noun, the sound or action of something that crashes. Assumptions. Noun, the act of assuming, or taking to or upon oneself, the act of taking up or adopting. Coverage. Noun, an amount by which something or someone is covered. Funeral. Noun, a ceremony to honor and remember a deceased person, often distinguished from a memorial service by the presence of the body of the deceased. Adjective, of or relating to a funeral. Equal. Noun, a person or thing of equal status to others. Verb, to be equal to have the same value as, to correspond to. Adjective, the same in all respects. Nonsense. Noun, letters or words, in writing or speech, that have no meaning or pattern or seem to have no meaning. Verb, to make nonsense of. Adjective, resulting from the substitution of a nucleotide in a sense codon, causing it to become a stop codon, not coding for an amino acid. Interjection, an emphatic rejection of something one has just heard and does not believe or agree with. Aid. Noun, help, assistance, succor, relief. Container. Noun, someone who contains, something that contains. Finds. Noun, anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb, to encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Alchemist. Noun, one who practices alchemy. Considered. Verb, to think about seriously. Adjective, having been carefully thought out. Guilt. Noun, responsibility for wrongdoing. 40th. Noun, the person or thing in the 40th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 40. Fortnight. Noun, a period of 2 weeks. Gear. Noun, equipment or paraphernalia, especially that used for an athletic endeavor. Verb, to provide with gearing, to fit with gears in order to achieve a desired gear ratio. Adjective, great or fantastic. Implementing. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Chooses. Verb, to pick, to make the choice of, to select. Foundation. Noun, the act of founding, fixing, establishing, or beginning to erect. Injury. Noun, damage to the body of a human or animal. Verb, to wrong, to injure. Get over. Verb, to overcome. Came. Preposition, used to indicate that the following event, period, or change in state occurred in the past, after a time of waiting, enduring, or anticipation. Verb, to move from further away to nearer to. Verb, to have an orgasm, to feel the sensation of an orgasm. Against. Preposition, in a contrary direction to. Conjunction, by the time that something happened. Before. Coast. Noun, the edge of the land where it meets an ocean, sea, gulf, bay, or large lake. Verb, to glide along without adding energy. To allow a vehicle to continue moving forward after disengaging the engine or ceasing to apply motive power. Arrested. Verb, to stop the motion of a person or animal. Adjective, having been stopped or prevented from developing. Terminated prematurely. Indicating. Verb, to point out, to discover, to direct to a knowledge of, to show, to make known. Cubes. Noun, a regular polyhedron having 6 identical square faces. Verb, to raise to the third power. To determine the result of multiplying by itself twice. Noun, a cubicle, especially one of those found in offices. Horseman. Noun, a man who rides a horse. Dirt. Noun, soil or earth. Verb, to make foul or filthy. Soil, be foul, dirty. Judgment. Noun, the act of judging. Hobby. Noun, an activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Norm. Noun, that which is normal or typical. Nap. Noun, a short period of sleep, especially one during the day. Verb, to have a nap, to sleep for a short period of time, especially during the day. Miss. Noun, a failure to hit. Verb, to fail to hit. Crisis. Noun, a crucial or decisive point or situation, a turning point. Home. Noun, a dwelling. Verb, of animals, to return to its owner. Adjective, of or pertaining to one's dwelling or country. Domestic, not foreign, as home manufactures, home comforts. Adverb, to one's home. Noun, a directory that contains a user's files.